up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Just Jada Podcast. This is season 7, episode 5. I think. If I'm wrong, I don't know. I don't care. Hi, guys. So I just got back from Colombia. I've been back for about 4 or 5 days now. Um, Originally, my plan was to come back and do like episodes every Friday, which was my original plan and routine that I was doing. But I feel like that might be a lot for me until I'm finished with school because I have 3 more weeks left of school. Like I have been like it's crazy because I'm only taking 2 classes, but like the workload is really like there. Like I ain't even gonna lie. And one of the classes that I'm taking is policy analysis, and like it's only like 1 or 2 assignments a week, but they be lengthy assignments. Like right now, I have a 6 page paper due, and it's between me and another person. So like it's partner paired papers, and like it's cool that I'm happy that I have a partner to do it with, so that I'm not doing the full 6 pages and the full workload. So we're just bouncing ideas off each other and like splitting up the work and just collaborating together, which is great. But it's like it's still just a lot of work. And then my other class, which is crime scene investigation, which I love. I think it's the best class ever, and I really think it's steered me in which direction I really want to go with my career when I start. And that class every week is probably like 3 or 4 assignments. So it's like it's a lot, but like I've been managing it so far, and like I've been really really good at staying on top of my workload. But at the end of the day, it's like it's hard for me to do all of that and stay on top of it, and also record, and then also edit, and then also post reels, and then also be active on my social media. Like it's a lot. So I think I'm going to try to drop today and then in another 2 weeks for another episode, up until it's time for me to graduate and I'm situated with school and everything is done and over with, because it's just a lot, like I said. So bear with me. I know y'all probably was looking for an episode last week, but it was my birthday last week and I was just not. I was in Colombia and I wasn't trying to do all that. I wasn't editing. I wasn't doing none of that. I didn't bring nothing. I didn't bring no laptop. I brought my iPad for like games for my boyfriend and shit on the plane. But other than that, I didn't bring no laptop. I didn't bring no books. I didn't bring nothing because I had, like I told you guys before on the last episode, I had done all of my schoolwork for the week that I was going to be away prior to leaving, which was amazing. And that was probably like one of the smartest things I've ever done. Because sometimes, like, I remember like in past semesters that I've taken like for school, I've brought my laptops with me every time I travel just to get some work done while I'm away. And it's like, why do that? Why do that if you know that you could literally get everything done? Yes, it's going to be hard because I'm not gonna lie, the week that before I left, I was so stressed out because I was doing that week's work and then the next week's work. And then I was recording and then I was editing and then I had to drop. It was a lot. But I'm glad I did it because the whole week that I was away, I didn't think about nothing. I didn't have to worry about, okay, I gotta, do this extra discussion, or I gotta edit while I'm here. Like I didn't think about nothing, and it was great and it was good. Colombia. Colombia was different. I will say that I am definitely an American. I definitely It was definitely the biggest culture shock that I thought. I didn't even think that it was going to be as much of a culture shock as it was, because everything there is just different, and like their way of living is different, their way of getting around is different. Like everybody's walking nonstop, and it was just different. Like I don't even know how to really describe it unless you've really been to Colombia and like how shit really is over there. Like it's great, it's beautiful, it's hot, it's like it's a great place because it has a lot of like the nature and the terrain is so different from out here. So as I'm driving in the mountains and all this other stuff, like it was just so good for me because I'm an earth sign, obviously. I'm a Taurus, hello, the best sign in the world. And as an earth sign, like I enjoy being outside. I enjoy anything that has to do with nature. And it really fed my soul in that capacity. Um, I stayed with my boyfriend's family for like the first couple days. Then we got our own Airbnb. Once we got in our own Airbnb, it was amazing. Like it was so private, it was so secluded, and we could really enjoy each other. And I think that's really what the both of us needed for real. But I'm not gonna lie, Colombia did kind of test my relationship a little bit because, like I said, we were there for 7 days. So, and that's the longest me and my boyfriend have ever really been together nonstop. Like usually, like if we together for 3 or 4 days straight, like okay, cool. Like once I'm once I get my little moods where I want to be by myself, I go home and I chill by myself and I do my thing. There was no area for me to chill by myself and, go home and decompress and all that stuff. So we were together for the entire week. And I think in the beginning it was kind of hard because it's just like, and it's funny because I was talking to my boyfriend's mom about this when we were out there because she went too. And she was just like, like when you travel with people, like you see different sides of them. Like it's probably weird because you looking at your boyfriend like, damn, like I didn't know you did that, or I didn't know you know what I mean? And but it's just like it's a growing experience, and every relationship has to try new things and go through new experiences to really, stand the test of time. So I think that it was very good for us, but in the moment it was kind of hard because it was just like, damn, like we all the way across the world and we not really seeing eye to eye right now, but we also are on vacation and we're also, in a place that his family is from. So it's just like why are we not clicking? Why is it not smooth sailing? Why is it not amazing? But like I said, I think it was just necessary for us. And it's also interesting because I feel like my relationship is being not tested, but we're learning a lot about each other in this season of our life because I feel like you don't really know somebody that you're in a relationship with until like you really face like some hard times or you face some different shit that you guys have never faced before, like losing a job, losing a family member, like traveling to a different country and doing different things together. That all that stuff will really bring out different sides of people. And I feel like that you love that person and that you're with the right person when you can see all sides of them and you really still fuck with them. And it's crazy because I'm seeing all sides of my boyfriend right now and I still fuck with him. Like I still think like he's just mad cool. And it's like I'm good at seeing other people's potential before they could really see it. And he's somebody that I know is going to be set in life and going to be happy and doing anything that he sets his mind to because that's how he is already. And like him not having a job, because obviously like we both were going through the same situation at our old job. And I moved to a different building. He did not come from a different building. Like that was the situation that we were in was all he knew. So for him it was just like I don't want to transfer nowhere else. I just want to be done with this and move on and start something new, which I respect. Because honestly, like if I didn't have nowhere else to go to in the building that I'm in right now, like I probably would be in the same boat, which is totally okay. Because honestly, the shit that we went through was enough to kind of put a damper on like the love that we had for our job, and it's just like I'm seeing him in a different light because he is unemployed, he is making shit happen, he is like really digging deep within himself to try to keep going and move forward because obviously the job market right now is shit. We're in the worst times in America for real as far as inflation, job markets, market for anything, like market for buying a house, market for like everything is horrible right now. We're in our 20s and it's supposed to be good for us right now and it isn't. And it's like I don't know, I'm just seeing so many different sides of him and he's seeing so many different sides of me, and it's like it's good because it's making our relationship stronger and it's taking it to new levels, which you know I just never thought I would be here, like in a relationship, in love, like doing different things and growing with somebody. Like it's cool, it really really is cool to see another person just grow right before your eyes and then they're watching you do the same thing. Like it's awesome. So yeah, Colombia was great. It did test my relationship a little bit, but overall, like I think we had a great time. I think we spent a lot of time together. We got, the alone time that we've been fiending for out like at home. And it was good. My birthday was good. I was super sick on my birthday, I'm not gonna lie, because I think that this is first of all two things is what I think. Colombia's food is so fresh because we're so used to America's preservatives and just artificial everything that I think the food was so fresh that it was fucking with my stomach because my stomach was like, where are you getting this food from? And it's like, that's horrible. That's horrible to think that like my body is so accustomed to the terrible American food that when I get something fresh, it's a little fucked up. It's a little queasy. But for my birthday, like the entire day for my birthday, like my stomach was messed up. And I ain't gonna lie to you, My birthday was on Saturday the 27th. We left Colombia to come back home Sunday the 28th. Today is May 2nd. So my stomach was messed up for days up until yesterday. Yeah. Like that's how bad it was. And it's crazy because my boyfriend's stomach was messed up too. And it's just like I have to remember that an American. Like yes, he's Colombian and his family is from Colombia, but he did not grow up there. Like he was not born and raised there. So like he's kind of Americanized in a sense. And I don't know, child. Like my stomach was not with it. When I tell you, like I couldn't keep anything down, and even when I came back home on Sunday, because I came back home Sunday morning at like 7 a.m. and I came home, took a little nap, and I knew that my family was gonna want to like eat and drink and like chill like we always do, which is exactly what we did, and I'm so happy because I literally as soon as I got home, like I got to spend the whole day with my family, which is great. Um, but yeah, my stomach was messed up, but I didn't even care because on Sunday when I got home, I literally had my dad cook me mad shit. And I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna just eat it and go to the bathroom every hour and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And that's exactly what I did. So it was a lot. It was a lot. Also, one of the really amazing things that happened when I was away in Colombia was me and my boyfriend had this fire Airbnb. Like it was fire. There was a lizard in the room one night. Okay, I just remember that there was a lizard, and I made my boyfriend get it. And child, I don't even want to talk about it because I'm traumatized. But that was the first time I really seen a lizard for real in my room. But okay, me and my boyfriend were laying in bed. He was asleep. The first of all, the bed was so comfortable. Like as I'm sitting here right now record, if you're watching the video of this, you're probably like, damn bitch, like you look mad comfy. But I'm just trying to give you a visual. Like I thought about the bed that we was sleeping in for like 4 nights straight, and my body immediately just like relaxed. The bed was so comfortable. Okay, we lay in the bed, and my boyfriend had woken up at like 1 a.m. He woke up at 1 a.m. and he was like, damn, like I can't sleep. Because I remember he went to sleep at like probably 9:30 that night. But he woke up at 1:30. He was like, damn, I can't sleep. Like, I don't know. I'm mad restless. So I'm like, all right, babe. Like, let you know. I woke up with him for a little bit. Then I lay back down. And when I lay back down, he had laid back down and went back to sleep for the rest of the night. And at like 5 a.m., I woke up because I had a crazy ass dream. And the dream was, I'm trying to remember it now. I wrote it down, but I'm trying to remember it now. The dream was, okay, boom. I had a childhood dog named Coco. I had him from probably when I was 7 to about 20. 7 to 20, this dog was in my life. A Yorkshire Terrier named Coco. He was a man. He was a male dog, I mean. And in the dream, my grandma, it's crazy because the dream took place right here, like, but my setup was different. Like it gave like a living room vibe. It didn't give podcast. Like there was no podcast tied to it. Like it literally just, like there was a couch, two recliners and shit. Like it was like it was like my living room was down here. And my grandma had got dropped off by some man. I don't know who the man was. And she walked in because we're like behind this big curtain is like my dad's workspace back there, and then there's like a door to our house that you could walk into, and it leads you right into the house. Inside, like I'm walking behind my grandma in the dream, right? And she's opening the door, she's walking up the stairs, and as she's walking like past the stairs, there's Coco sitting there, and she's like, "Oh, hi, honey," like blah blah blah. And in the dream, right, I have this. This is gonna sound so crazy, but ever since my dog passed away, Bane, my dream's been different. Like, you know how like you can have a dream, but then you're still in touch with reality so that like you can point out certain people and certain things because you're in reality, you know what is happening in the dream, right? My dreams lately have been where it's like I'm sleeping, but I'm still myself in the dream. I don't know if I'm explaining this right. How do you explain this? Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. But when I'm in my dreams, I feel 100% awake, and I feel 100% like a video game, kind of like a movie type, where like I'm asleep and I know that I'm asleep and I know that this is a dream, but I'm still super super in touch with it. You know what I mean? Like there's no There's no gray areas in the dream. Like I feel like I'm really narrating my dreams sometimes. That's probably the best way to explain it, which is crazy because I never felt that before until Bane passed away. So when she said it, I looked at the dog, and again, when I'm telling you, when I'm in my dreams, I really feel like I am still awake and I'm still myself. So in the dream, when I look down and I see Coco, I'm like, oh shit, that's Coco. And I'm like, yo, like, what's up, bro? Like, I haven't seen you in mad long. So I pick him up. Mind you, Coco passed away when he was like 13. So he was old. Like, he was very, very old. But it's crazy because in the dream, like, it was like a living room setup, but I still had this black couch. Like, this black couch was still there. So I picked him up. I brought him on the couch with me, and we sitting down, we chilling, whatever. And then there's another dog that comes. I don't know where the fuck he came from. There's another dog that comes and starts, like, playing with Coco, right? So nothing on the floor, whatever. And I take out my phone and I take a picture of Coco and the dog that he's playing with. And this is why I know that I'm super in touch with my dreams now, because there'll be moments within my dreams where I go back and forth. And it's like reality versus dream Jay. Reality versus dream Jay, which is weird. So when I took the picture of the dog, right? Mind you, I didn't know who the dog was before I took the picture. And when I took the picture and I'm looking at my phone of the picture, it's Stitch, who's my mom's dog, my mom's Frenchie upstairs. He's 1 year old. And in the dream, right? Because now I'm looking at the phone and I'm realizing that it's Stitch. So in the dream, I'm like, oh shit, that's Stitch. So now I look back at the dog over my phone and it's dead ass Stitch looking at me. So I'm like, what the fuck? So then another dog comes. And I have like these, it's crazy because the black couch was here in the dream. And then my table that I had right here was in the dream. And in my table, I'm about to show you. In my table, I have like these little bar stools that come out of the table that you could sit on, right? So in the dream, it's a big black dog and he sits on one of the stools and he falls off. So now I'm weak, like I'm laughing. I'm like, see, that's what you get. That's why you should never sat up there, whatever. Dog looks back at me and it's Bane. So now I'm in and out of reality, right? So now in the dream, when I realize it's Bane, I'm like, oh shit, it's you, bro. Like, what's up? And in my dream, I'm like, he did that to make me laugh, right? So now it's all three of the dogs that I've ever loved and ever had in my home in one dream, all playing together, all chilling, and they all like right around me. And I immediately wake up. And the last thing that I remember when I woke up is Bane sitting here looking at me, like looking back at me, which he always used to do. And then it's Stitch, and then it's Coco right on the couch. So I woke up and I'm in tears, like bawling, because I'm like, yo, first of all, that felt so fucking real. Second of all, how the fuck is all three of my dogs in one dream? Then it clicked. That was the morning before my 24th birthday. And it's funny because Bane had been in and out of my dreams all week. And I was like, damn, because you know how you have those dreams where you kind of remember it, but then as the day goes on, you forget about it? That dream was so vivid in my mind. And I'm like, that's my dogs, like Coco and Bane, saying what's up to me before my birthday. And I was just distraught. Like, bro, I'm crying and crying and crying. To the point where my boyfriend woke up and was like, yo, are you all right? And I'm like, yo, like, I just had the craziest dream. Like, don't even worry about me. Like, and this is why I love that dog so much. This is why I love Bane so much, because everything in me is like, he brought Coco to me. He made sure Stitch was in the dream too at the same time. I don't know how. And he brought everybody to me. And that literally was the morning before my birthday. And it was just like the next day on my birthday, I felt so at peace and I felt so good, because it was just like, no way, like, no fucking way. So it's just crazy. And then I want to show y'all like the thing that I made for Bane. So if you're listening to the audio, please just go run it up on the YouTube real quick. This was Bane's favorite ball. Believe it or not, you're not gonna believe me. You're not gonna believe me what I'm about to say. Believe it or not, this was a horse toy, right? It had a rope attached to it. This was a horse toy because somebody had told us, like, yo, you got a cane Corso, you can't buy him regular dog toys because he gonna break them. Buy horse toys. He's not gonna break it. It's gonna be impossible for him to break it. Do you see a rope on this goddamn ball? No, right? Why? Because that motherfucker broke it. He actually broke a horse toy. And you see how destroyed this ball is? That dog used to sink his teeth into the sides of this ball, right? And get him stuck. Bro, I have so many things to say about this ball. The fucking bottom is coming out, bitch. But this is his ball, and it's so crazy because I always said like once after he passed away that I wanted to do this because I wanted to keep the ball forever, and I did it. Like this was my low key my birthday present to myself, so I'm so happy about it, and I love it, and I can't wait to like have my own crib to like put it wherever I want to put it. But yeah, like it's just so crazy because like my dreams are just so insane to me, and it literally wasn't until he died that I feel like I've really been so connected to my dreams. But, you know, that's done on that. I don't really have much to really talk about for this episode besides what I've already talked about. Oh, my dad made me a mimosa. My dad made me a mimosa for my birthday. Well, it's not my birthday anymore, but he literally just popped one of my bottles that I got for my birthday and was just like, fuck it, we're gonna keep celebrating. Um, YouTube, I am 24. Like, don't play with me. Well, that shit is good as hell. Um, yeah, like I said, I don't really have much to talk about this episode, but I'm just gonna talk about like what I personally feel right now, and we're just gonna leave it at that. I don't feel it has not hit me that I'm 24 yet. Um, I don't know if it will for real, but I do feel older. I do feel different. Since the last episode, I do feel like I'm more motivated. I do feel like I have more self discipline, which is something that I spoke about on the last episode. And I was like, damn, I don't have that. Like, I don't feel like I'm in control of my impulses and I what I need to be doing in order to really buckle down and start my life. And I spoke about on last episode how I was heavily invested in smoking, how I really couldn't give it up, and how I really felt like I wasn't going to be able to shake it. And I feel like I low key am because I haven't bought no weed, I haven't smoked no weed, I haven't done none of that and I also feel like it sucks for me, and this is one of the reasons that I feel like I didn't want to quit for so long, because I felt like a lot of my relationships were surrounded or created because of smoking. Like I feel like that was really the icebreaker between me and a lot of people. Like, okay, let's roll up, let's smoke one, like, and then we could kick it at the same time. Like realistically, that was my starting point for a lot of the relationships that I've created. And for me, it was kind of like, well, damn, like, what am I gonna talk about now with these people if we ain't smoking? What am I gonna do now with these people if we ain't smoking? And it's like, no, girl, like, talk about something creative, talk about something intellectual. Like, hello, not everything has to surround a drug for you to bond with people. Like that's even a sad way of thinking for real. And even now that I'm taking a step back from it and I'm saying that, like, and that's how my perception was, like, that's horrible to say. Like, I have so much more to offer than just like linking up with people just to smoke. Like that's not even cool to say for real. But I do feel like I am in somewhat of a different place since I last dropped an episode, which is so good because I didn't know if I would really be in a different place turning 24, which I'm glad that I am. Um, I'm kind of stressed out at my current job right now. Like I said, I'm in a different building from what I was in at the beginning of the school year, which is good. It's a more peaceful and stable environment for me. But I'm stressed out because I feel like I'm impatient for the school year to be over because of everything that I went through and everything that happened throughout it, like in the way that it's affecting my boyfriend and just like him not having a job, him not knowing what he wants to do in life, and him just going through that process with me. Like I'm just exhausted from being a special ed para. Like, and this is what I said before, like everything that we had gone through kind of sucked our love for it out of it, out of us, I mean. And that sucks to say because I enjoy the kids that I work with. Like, I'm so happy that I met them. Like, they really changed me as a person. But at the end of the day, this obviously isn't my end all be all. Neither is it my boyfriend's end all be all. And that is the biggest lesson here. Like, don't stay stagnant. Don't get comfortable because you are destined for things greater than this, and you're letting yourself get comfy and stay for a while when you shouldn't. Like, I've been doing this for 2 years now, and I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I am fully committed in saying that, like, I want to be in my career field. I want to be in the criminal justice field. Like, I want to do something that is really a part of my purpose. And this was a part of my purpose because I took care of people. I learned so much more about myself, and I learned so many lessons that I wouldn't have learned if I didn't go through the experiences that I did in the past 2 years. So I'm happy, but I'm just ready for more. I'm eager for more. I'm ready to start my life and do something different. And I'm happy that, I'm graduating soon. I'm literally 3 weeks away from graduation. Yeah, I think that's another thing that's just adding to my anxiety is just all the things that I have to do in the next 3 weeks. Like, I have my graduation pictures, my graduation photo shoot that I booked with Shots by Huncho coming up next Saturday, which I'm excited about because he's done all my photo shoots for Just Jay and everything. So I already know it's going to be fire. And we're going to take some pictures at my school, which is awesome. I have like 3 weeks worth of schoolwork and a term paper to do. Like, I have so much to do before I can wrap up this chapter of my life. And it's just like, it makes me aggy because I'm like, yo, I'm at work all day. Like, I go home. And also, I'm readjusting back to my routine after being away for a whole week. So it's like, and I've been home for like 4 or 5 days and I still can't get right, bro. I will come home from work and I'll immediately want to take a nap because it's like, why the fuck my body can't get back? I don't know. But it's like, I'm coming home to take a nap and I have mad homework to do, but I don't really want to do that shit because, like, I'm tired as fuck from work and from everything and like literally thinking about my to-do list is exhausting. So it's like, I'm trying to readjust from, after a trip and get back into my routine and get back to the motivation of like, okay, let's knock this school year out. Let's finish this up. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just a lot. And I know all of the things that I'm going to have to do. And I know that everything happens for a reason, and I know that this is going to be. I also been hearing a lot lately that like things get hard when they're about to get good. So it's like, I'm trying to be optimistic and I'm trying to be hopeful and I'm trying to, just keep my head down and keep working, but it is a lot. So yeah, child. I also need to get back into my collaborations. Like, I've been slacking on that. I've been slacking on a lot of things that I didn't expect to be slacking on this year, but I think that school has really, been my main priority and my main focus, which is great because obviously I'm almost done and I'm really at the home stretch at this point. So I know that after I'm done and once I graduate and everything, like, I'll be cool. But, you know, it's just taking me a while to get back into the swing of things. And I'm happy that, I'm not in the work environment that I was in. I'm happy my boyfriend's not in the work environment that we were in. Also, good news, the student that I was working with that was going through all this BS with me is no longer going to be in Bayshore School District or in the classroom that we were working in, which is great because it wasn't for him and it wasn't for any of us anyway. So all the good-hearted people that didn't fit into that negative space and that negative environment are gone. Me, my boyfriend, my student's family, like, none of us have to deal with that bullshit anymore, which is great. So that's really the biggest blessing in all of this. Like, we all got out of it scot-free. So I'm happy. And, things are going to work themselves out how they're supposed to. I'm going to keep being me. I'm going to keep being happy. I'm going to keep prospering and keep winning. And the haters are going to hate it. And that's not my problem or my business. But, that's that on that. But yeah, I will see y'all. I'm going to try to get an episode out next week. But if I don't, it will definitely be out the following week. Because, not next week. The week after next Friday will be 2 weeks from now. And that I will only have one week of school left, which is when I have to get my term papers and all that stuff in. So hopefully that will be a lighter week because I hopefully will get everything done within the next 2 weeks. Next week, I'm definitely gonna, not go to work one of those days just so I can get my shit together and really do everything. Because realistically, I gotta decorate my graduation cap. I got to prepare for my photo shoot. I have to get my hair done for my photo shoot. I have to do my nails for my photo shoot. I have to get all my homework done for that week. I have to start my term papers. I have to, do episode planning sheets for Just Jay. I have to edit for Just Jay. I have so much to do in so little time, and I really need to be on top of it. And the rest of this week, like I said, today is Thursday, which you guys know I hate recording on Thursdays because I have to record and edit on Thursdays, which I hate. But the rest of this week, which is obviously only one more day, and this weekend is going to be for me doing my homework and just planning out the rest of the month, really. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.